Guaranteed local service ads are a powerful pay-per-call ad that appears at the very top of Google local searches. Because of showing reviews, years in business, and the implied Google endorsement, consumers find these ads very compelling. Listen to how one searcher explained his experience.
If I wanted to see an actual map, this part is a little bit helpful. See where it is in relation to me. Could find lawyers. Different results here. And I'd probably, I could keep scrolling. But honestly, if I was looking for a lawyer near me, I know it's Arlington Heights lawyers based. I don't know, business law aspect. It's only showing me 3. But I like that this first one, 37 years in business. It's got good reviews. Even though it is an ad, the fact that they've been in business for so long means I'd probably go with them. I do like this aspect. It draws my attention the most. I like looking at the different aspects, seeing how long they've been in business. Scrolling through this, these are helpful, but they all kind of have the same, visual weights. And so I like this. And then again, if there's a specific type of law that I needed, I'd probably click on that. So I'd probably go with this first one just based on the years in business and the good reviews and the stars.
As compelling as the LSA ads appear, often the reality is quite different. Here's an ad for duct cleaning in Florida, freshly air duct. When you click the results, you can see the details of the Google guarantee, the badge of trust below, and you can discern that they've been vetted. Below that on the screen is the vetting performed by Google for added trust, a license, background, insurance checks. Google even provided their contractor license. And they have thousands of reviews. But if you actually check the license with the Florida State licensing organization, you can see that they don't belong to this business. And you can then see that the reviews, which are abundant, actually don't belong to it either.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a bit of a nightmare this week. It started off this Monday. I was kind of in a rush. I had to go drop my car off, and my dryer wasn't heating. I just went on a Google search, and I just put in dryer vent cleaning or dry duct cleaning in Venice, Florida, which is where I live. It's said freshly air duct, I think, and cleaning services, something like that. And it said that they were Google guaranteed, Google recommended type of thing. It said fully licensed insurance, and then they had like over 2,000 reviews, and I think they had 4.8 or 4.9 stars. I called them. He shows up, and he, knocks on the door. He's got his handful of tools. So I showed him where the dryer was. He never gave me a price quote. So as soon as he goes in the washer room, he takes the dryer hose where all the lint goes out, calls me into the room and says, "Oh, this is bad. This isn't going to be our normal sort of $100, $99 job. This is going to be $620. Only there an hour." So initially I said, "Do you take card?" Because everybody these days takes card. And he said, "No, I either take cash, Zelle, or check." So the safest thing I thought was, okay, I'll just pay with a check. So I wrote out the check, and I wrote the name on the check. It was a long name. It was like freshly air duct and dryer cleaning, something like that. And he looked at it and he said, "Oh, it should only be freshly air." And he goes, "Okay, give me. Like he just wanted to just get the payment and go. So I gave him the payment, and he hands me his phone, and he goes, "Okay, just write me your name, your phone number, your email address, and then just let me know how you want the receipt sent." So then he leaves, and there's no receipt. So then I decided to do a test dry, but now it just didn't seem to heat up at all. So when the dryer didn't heat up, I thought something was weird. So I just didn't feel right about the whole thing. So then I went and looked more at the reviews and found out that they were totally different. They were for a state park. So I looked at the lowest reviews, and there were 3 or 4 lowest reviews, all of 1 star, talking about how much people got scammed and how much of it was a ripoff. And then I thought, this is a licensing fraud scam. And I immediately called my bank to put a stop payment on the check. And then I thought, well, if this guy's just going to be sketchy and he's, this freshly air guy's going to be doing all this fraudulent licensing stuff, I'll call the police. So I called the police. So a deputy called back, and I told him the whole story, and he kind of told me the same thing. He said, "Well, this guy did an hour of work for you. Maybe you should just offer to pay him $100. And I said, "Well, no, he scammed me. I saw the license was stolen. I confirmed with the license owner it was stolen." And then the police officer said, "Well, we can't really determine that. Maybe Google just got their license number wrong. There's no way of me telling, saying that they absolutely forged somebody's license number." And then he goes, "Well, if you're not going to pay him, that's between you and him. And, the worst he can really do is take you to civil claims court and try to get the money from you. And I kept saying, "Oh, this guy's scamming me." I said, "Well, he's coming here tomorrow. I'd appreciate if somebody could be there, to try to get these facts straightened up, and the cop just said, there won't be anybody there. And so in the end, I just said, okay, well, thanks for your help.
My name's Zachary. I do marketing for AirDuct and an AC service in Florida. We've been running local services for about a year, but since August or the last five months or so, we've been seeing a lot of these fake companies pop up that either have stolen profiles or stolen licenses, and it's kind of made it a lot more competitive than it should be, but in a fake way, and then cost us a lot of business, cost a lot of people a lot of money that paid to have a service done, and the service either wasn't done or it was done improperly. But a lot of times there's just no one to track it to, and who's doing that? It's a ghost company. We've seen a lot of times where it's unmarked vans. We had at one point someone was using our license and pretending to be us through Facebook, where we had people booking, and they were like, "Oh, we had you guys come out," and it's like, "Well, no, we didn't. We've never been at that address." We've done authorities, we've done lawyers. No one really seems to care because there's no one to really chase down.
So the scam is pretty consistent. In fact, I found it across Europe, England, and other parts of the United States beyond Florida. I know you've been active in the Google forums. I've seen you there. Have you attempted to report these instances to Google? And
Yep. Yeah, we've had tickets. Last I checked, they were still open, but they've been open for months now. Every once in a while we get a reply that somebody's looking at it, but then you don't ever hear back.
Has the cost always been $70 on duct cleaning?
I want to say that it was around $35, maybe closer to 40. It was a lot less. In the last few months, it's gone up considerably. Before our organic results or before our website, a lot of times local services still shows. So then that might drive them to call somebody else, and then if they call someone else and they get quoted 99, which isn't realistic pricing, if they get quoted that, then they cancel. So we've had a lot of people that cancel, and then just because they found pricing that's $89, $99, it just doesn't make sense to book for more than that in their eyes.
So how do you compete in this world? I mean, in a world where Google, the police don't seem to care, the authorities can't nail this. It's like nailing Jello to a tree.
Right.
And Google is not taking action. Ultimately, the solution to this lies with Google, them fixing the many holes in this product, and then working with authorities to put an end to this scam.